What is going on? Happy Friday. Look, I'm by myself. Yes, I'm by myself. Sometimes stuff happens. You know, Munchkin's coworker, which is like her right hand, is leaving, moving back to New Jersey. So Munchkin's out having drinks with her tonight since this is the last time we'll see her for an undisclosed amount of time. Who knows when she'll come back down to visit, if at all. But so it's just me for now. I don't know if Munchkin's going to show up in a little bit or not, but I'm just going to run this way, which is just the camera and not Zoom, so maybe it'll show a better picture. You know, hey, Timekeeper. Hello, Dolores, Richard, Dire Thing, Demon Hunter, and Scorp. And whoever else is lurking in ghost land in the background. Yeah, the fired maple thing. Well, we can get to that. You know, I don't know if anybody's noticed, but a lot of channels are getting strikes. A lot of vaping channels are getting strikes, but it's okay to show liquor videos and gun videos and freaking drug video. That's fine, but no, vaping's bad. You can't promote that at all. I don't get that. I don't understand this country. Aviator Steve. Yeah, right? You know, Timekeeper, I gotta say, man, I've definitely got the fever. I want to fly again, and I can't right now. So it's kind of like, I do want to tell you guys, you know, if y'all have a dream, definitely pursue it. I don't think, even if you're partially disabled, you could still fly if you wanted to. So I think that if that was ever a desire of yours, go for it. I would do it. I know, right, Dolores? Yeah, it's blows my mind the way this. It's all about money. I mean, we always knew that from the get go. Even when we started doing this way back, we knew that this whole industry was controlled by money, and or lack thereof, going into their pockets. And the more money that they don't make, the more they want to get rid of vaping. Who cares how healthy it is for us? They'd rather get rid of it completely so that, they can make more money off selling us nicotine patches and buying all kinds of drugs, prescription drugs, so that they can make more money from that, and treating cancer, and just the list goes on and on. So they're like, yeah, we'd rather make that money. The greed is crazy. Well, way overwhelming. That's true too, Demon Hunter. That is true too. Let me show you this work of art that Creed made. I don't know if Creed's here yet, but I got to show y'all this fired maple. The good thing about this is this is holding my coily tools. So, my coily tools, if I lay mine down, the problem is this table is not perfectly level, so they roll off, and I lose these things constantly. So with this, I don't have to worry about it. Look at the wood on this. This is the, hey, Harry. This is the flamed maple. It just looks so cool. I really like the look of that. And then this side's the same way. The sides are different. The sides are more of a solid dark color. But each, all the way through the center is that really cool looking flamed maple. It is awesome, isn't it, Timekeeper? And I got slots for all my little tools here, different sizes, all the different coils, this one, whichever one you're using the most, which is usually 3mm for me. I put here, and then I keep my other two spare, which is the 3.5, 4, and then you got the 1.5 to 2 right here. So, and this one is obviously 3 and 2.5. Oh no, this cat that's in heat is going to come see me because she, you want to make one, Harry? Well, you can get Creed to make you one. There you go. Or you can try drilling one out yourself, I guess. can't thank Creed enough for this because I'm always losing this, and it's like, you know, whenever I want to make a coil, I have to search for this darn thing every time. So this helps out a lot. So I keep this right here on my desk now, so I can go, oh, it's right here, and I'm good to go. I've been looking. She's not fixed yet. No, the other ones are, but this one's not. So this particular cat goes into heat like all the time. She'll go into heat, right? And then she's okay for maybe almost a month and then right back in heat again. It's ridiculous. So it's like, oh, I bet Creed could, Timekeeper. I know it. That little disposable that I bought that was like $25 that is rechargeable, USB-C on the bottom. The juice is almost gone out of this thing now. But I mean, besides the juice not being what I expected and being more of an ice type juice, it's been a really good little device. I mean, as far as vape wise goes, it worked every time. Still, vape's really good. I like this. I mean, it's 10,000 puffs. What I was thinking about doing, because the coil's not really bad yet, I could just drill a hole in the side of this and put more juice in it. Obviously, you want to use something similar. So since this is an ice type vape, I could probably put some of that mixed berry menthol in here. No problem. The only concern I have is trying to drill in here without getting plastic down inside here. So I would have to try and, I don't know what I would be able to do to keep that from happening besides turning the thing upside down or something. But yeah, that's going to be difficult. I'll try. Munchkin is out with her coworker that is leaving the company today. So we went and had like this company lunch together. It was me and Munchkin, her coworker Valerie, and then our boss, and then Karina, who's the accountant. So it was 5 of us there. Yep, 5. Can you not put juice through the tip? No, you can't put juice through the tip because the tip literally goes straight down into the coil. It would flood this thing like crazy. There's Creed after we talked about it for like 5 minutes. Creed, there's people that really like this stand. Let me show it again because now Creed's here. I want Creed to see it. I was telling everybody this thing is a lifesaver because I lose this all the time. And I mean, I can show you the example. If I lay this down, that's what happens. It goes right off my desk. And I can never find this thing. And usually I'm like, if I can't find it, it's on the floor. So I have to go look on the floor for it. But this holds all my little coily tools, which is cool. I mean, yeah, this is the problem, right? If say you have one of these things, this holds the individual tools, but it doesn't hold these. And this is what you can't find half the time. So yeah, Creed made this Cloud Chucker. This is called flamed maple. Really, really nice wood. I mean, it's freaking. It is gorgeous looking. You can see the shine. You can see the shine off of it. So, yeah, this will keep me from losing my coily tool now. Because I've been losing it like crazy. I do still have both of these. I know Munchkin's like, which one am I going to get? I don't know which one to give her. I don't really care either way. I'm kind of more partial to the one that has designs on it. Both of these work perfect. So it doesn't really matter to me either way, but the G-Class, I'm going to keep the new one because I like the metal doors. I mean, obviously, yeah, I could just switch the doors, but yeah, now I can find all my bits and bobs. That's right, DeMillan. Got to find your bits and bobs. No. Let her choose. I could do that. She wouldn't know. Dolores, if I held both of those up, I don't think she could tell the difference. I think, yeah, one of them's upstairs though, and then this one's down here. So I'd have to put them both together and then let her try and figure out which one. Where is the Munchie one? I've already said this twice, but Munchkin went out with her coworker that is about to move back to New Jersey, and that coworker is like her right hand. She's been trying to teach me how to do all that stuff, and I got to tell you, it's quite involved. It's well over my head. I've never been really into real estate stuff, so it's a lot of learning involved. But I mean, I'm picking it up, but I'm like, there's no way I'm even close to as good as Valerie is. Not even close. So she's kind of irreplaceable. How's my rig mod? My rig mod is great, Richard. I keep the rig mod right next to my bed. That's where I vape that. Why? I have no idea. But I figure if I'm going to have a mech mod that I can vape, I keep it near my bed. That way, when I bring my juice up there, I can just drip into that and fire it up. Still vaping this. I'm still on the Guar with the Dead Rabbit R tank on there. I did have to change the coil after we got back from Virginia. Really? No. From Louisiana. I want to go back down there. I've already talked to one of the guys. There's a guy now. This is my question to you guys, right? DeMillan, more than you can imagine. I want to fly again. That's what I was just about to talk about. I got to drink really slow. We only have one more soda, so I have to really lower down my drinking tonight. So. There's a guy in Louisiana. Now, paramotors are made from various manufacturers, all right? Nitro or the Tornado, the Nitro is a 200 cc. Actually, it's not technically 200. It's more like 190. And the 280 is more like a 268 cc. But the Nitro 200 and the 28 and the Tornado 280, which those... Considering what y'all saw me fly was a 80 cc, that shows you how much more power you could have that actually lift my butt up in the air. So I was only flying a 80 cc, so 185 or 200 would be plenty enough to get me in the air quickly. The Nitro and the Tornado, those are made in Australia, okay? And then you have Vitarazi, which Vitarazi seems to be like the go-to brand name for paramotors. Vitarazi makes the Atom 80, which is what I was flying. They also make the Moster, not Monster, Moster 185. Definitely Saltnik, 25 milligrams. Yeah, and it even says salty, Mr. Salty. Well, all my other juices are in the car. Yeah. So those what? Cannoli B1. Of course you want the Cannoli B1. Of course I do. Vitarazi, like I said, they make the Atom 80. They also make the Moster 185, which is probably the motor I want to go with. It's like an Italian-made motor. So, it's kind of following suit. And then you got Fresh Breeze. Fresh Breeze is German-made. So a lot of these things are all made overseas, okay? Now, there's a company called True North Paramotors. Now, they make paramotors USA made, right? Now, this is the problem. The actual frame and hoop and throttle and all that, that's all American made. The motor is still going to be Italian made or something like that. I don't know. There's a motor they got called the Viper, but the Viper 200. And I haven't read a lot about that motor, and I don't want to get one that's A, going to be hard to get parts for, and B, I don't know how reliable it is. So C, I don't know how heavy it is. Weight plays a big factor in all this, because the heavier that thing is on your back and the longer it takes you to get in the air, the more tired you're going to be, and the less likely you are going to be able to get into the air because you're not going to be able to run. Now, if you have a trike, that doesn't matter because you're sitting down. I don't have a trike. The good thing about that True North paramotor, and he's actually got fair prices. I can get the paramotor, then I can come back and buy the trike for it. So I can just throw that motor on a trike anytime I want to fly a trike. Are they expensive? Well, Cloud Chucker, it depends on what your definition of expensive is. I would say yes. The paramotor itself, anywhere from $6,500 to $7,800 for just the paramotor with a harness, obviously, to sit in. That's just the paramotor. You still need a glider. The glider runs between usually $3,500 to $4,000 for the glider. That's the only two main equipment pieces you need to have. Get the one with max power. Well, see, this is the thing, Scorp, about the max power. That's not necessary. The power, all the power does is make you climb faster. That's it. So when you hit the gas on a paramotor, you get that lift and you start going up. So if you have, say you have an Atom 80, right? And then you have a Tornado 280, all right? And you're coming up on some trees and you hit the gas on an 80 and you barely make it over the trees. The 280, you hit the gas and yeah, you'll lift up quick to go over the trees. You as a pilot should already be thinking, I'm on an Atom 80. I have this much clearance from the trees. I need to start to hit the gas now. So it's kind of the same way with a motorbike. You know, if you're coming up on a sharp turn, you know to slow down to make that turn. If you're coming up on some trees on a paramotor and you know you need to lift out of there, you know you need to lift off way before you get to said trees. Because if you wait too late, you either have a chance, you have an option of A, going over the trees, or B, trying to make a sharp turn out of it, which is not usually the best scenario to try and turn away, or power lines or whatever. Real men go through trees? No, because those gliders have lots of strings on them, and strings and trees don't go together very well. Well, the prop's in the back. It's behind a cage that's also behind netting. It's pretty well protected, except when you hit your butt on the ground, because that flexes the frame and lets the prop hit the ground and it breaks the prop. That's usually the way props get broken, unless you get your glider tangled up in the prop, which is going to destroy the glider and maybe the prop also. And that's expensive. So there you go.
So the prop is caged, so if you fall and your arms go back, you don't chop your hands off.
Yeah, you wouldn't chop your hands off. That you would be turtled. If you fell on your back, you'd be laying on the prop, which would probably break it, number one. But number two, you'd be like a turtle. You wouldn't be able to get up. It's the same thing. So, Breeze is looking beautiful tonight. How do you know how Breeze looks? Has Breeze been on camera and we don't know it? Oh my goodness. But yeah, I definitely got the fever to go flying again to Millen. It all remains, you know, whenever I get the cause you know, there you go, Creed. I know. So I want to hurry up and get a motor and a wing. You know, the main thing I want to get before I even get the motor is the wing. Because technically, if I already have a kiting harness upstairs. I already have carabiners on there. It's good. It's ready to go. All I need is a wing. If I had a wing, I literally could go at night after work or on the weekends out to the playground over here by the school and kite my wing. Hours upon hours, because the more kiting experience you have, the better you are. I mean, I can't even tell you guys. It's fun to do, but it's also very, very beneficial to do, because you're practicing for every type of scenario, whether it be strong wind, light wind, And if it's a strong wind and you're kiting, that's going to be bad anyway. You don't want it to be really strong because I know it doesn't seem like it, but if you have one of those wings hooked into you and you don't pull up your wing correctly, it will yank your butt up into the sky and slam you down into the ground. And that's the whole purpose of training, so that you don't get broken bones and stuff. That's the other reason that flying during basically sunrise and sunset are the best 2 times to fly, because that's when there's less thermals and less turbulence in the air. During the day, the sun heats the ground. The air from the ground comes up hot. It makes thermals, which pushes you up into the air. You can notice that by, I've already been hang gliding, DeMillan. Hang gliding doesn't even come close to paramotoring. It doesn't. It's fun to do, don't get me wrong. I did go hang gliding. I went to 5,000 feet. I got to fly it all the way down, and it made me want to do hang gliding. But I want something that I got a motor on my back so that I can stay in the air. Hang gliding, unless you find a thermal to stay up in the air, which once again, that would be dangerous to stay up during that time. You're coming down, and even if you get carried up 5,000 feet and you go to come down, you're going to be up maybe 20 minutes unless you catch a thermal or something, and then you land. With paramotor, you take off from ground level and go up as high as you want and come down when you want. That's the freedom I want, not hang gliding. I mean, how are you going to, if I wanted to go hang gliding at a beach, how would I do that? You can't. Not unless you're in Hawaii somewhere up on a cliff. Hurricane season is coming. No motor needed. Yeah, hurricane season, Arnie, if the winds are that strong, if there's winds that are like, now I'm not saying, hey, full moon, if there's winds like 17 to 20 miles an hour, people like Del Shanzi could probably fly it, no problem. I am way too new to even think about doing that. And the best way I could explain it to you guys, when that wing comes up, okay, you got the wing in a curve, right? The power band of that wing, it's not when it's up high like this. When it's up high, everything's cool. You're golden. When that wing first comes up and hits the air and it's about eye level with you, that's when it catches the most wind, and that's when it will drag you or pluck you up into the sky, and you're done. You're done. That's why it's really important to know how to yank on your D's or your brakes to bring that wing. Just basically you taking all the power out of that wing and making it come down to the ground. If you're about to get yanked and you know it, pull the brakes or yank your D's or grab some of the lines and pull them so that wing can't form a curve. It's going to collapse and then it'll just fall to the ground. That's how to save your tail. So, oh man, I wish controlled stall. There you go, Trev. Pretty much. I do like the fact something about trikes have got me wanting to do that. Just the whole idea. It's almost like an airplane because you're on 3 or 4 wheels. And you actually, when you go to take off, the front wheel comes up and the rear wheels come up. It's like taking off in a plane, except you're on a little bitty, like big wheel, pretty much. It's a flying chair. It's a flying chair. That's what they call them, a flying chair. So it is what it is, but it's a very comfortable chair. I'll tell you that. So yeah, I'm heavy. So Wally, I'm 240. I'm probably 240 now. I was 235 last I checked. I got down to 229, I think, before we went down there. And I haven't heard from Speed in a while, Cloud. I haven't. Hello, Dom Long. Flying a Cessna is next. Actually, you know what, Timekeeper? I know I met a lot of pilots while I was down there. Pilots that fly planes actually say that flying a paramotor is more enjoyable to them than flying a plane. This is the problem with a plane. You're going fast. Now, I mean, it's great if you need to travel somewhere. Having a plane is awesome. Don't get me wrong, because a paramotor, you're only going to do like 25 miles an hour, maybe, unless you got a tailwind that's pushing you. You can get up to about 60 miles an hour, but that would be scary, and I wouldn't want to do that. Anyways, but yeah, pilots that fly planes love flying paramotors. They will put down that plane and get on a paramotor quick because of the freeness that it gives you. You don't have a cockpit around you. Literally, when you're on that paramotor up in your flying chair, the only thing you can see in front of you is the two risers. Everything else is clear, open sky. It's awesome. Very nice, Creed. Very nice. 1977. Damn it, man. I mean, I wish there were more. I can't find any paramotor groups in Virginia. It would be nice if there were, because I would be like flocking over there every day to see them guys and just watch them fly. Not to fly their equipment, because I would never want to fly their equipment, because then if you break it, you bought it. So, but just going to hang out with them, and then once I got my equipment, being able to go fly with them, that would be amazing to me. Just to be able to go fly with those guys. When we did that in Louisiana, when I got to have that mini fly-in with Bill H. and Jason and John, and there was a girl there. What was her name? Sarah? I think it was Sarah. She's scared to fly around anybody. She don't want anybody near her when she's flying, which is fine. Don't get me wrong. But when she took off, she got the hell on somewhere. So, and that part wasn't even on those 3 videos that I posted. It didn't show all them come in and land. I hate that I didn't get that recorded, because every one of their paramotors have LED lights around the hoop, and they flash and stuff as they're coming in. It looks really cool. Didn't get that on camera. I'm sorry. I should have recorded just a little bit longer, but I was like, that camera's probably beat. I had 3 files, 30 minutes long, and it took 3 days for YouTube to process the video. I uploaded those videos, all 3 of them videos. I think each one of them took me 12 minutes to upload, even though it was like a bunch of gigs. It was huge. I'd have to look to tell you. The processing time from YouTube before it even got to low definition was ridiculous. It's like, good Lord, man. The first video and the third video processed the fastest. The second one, you know, Timekeeper, it's a good thing you brought that up about heights. It depends on your fear of heights. I'm kind of one of those that I do have a fear of heights, but if I'm in control or I feel secure, then it doesn't bother me. That's why when I get on a plane, I don't like it, because I'm not the one in control of the plane. On paramotor, you're the one in control. So if you go down, it's your own fault. What's up, John Q? When I see other people on YouTube, you know, walking skyscrapers on a really small beam, that makes my hands start sweating. That gets to me. But other than that, heights don't really bother me. When I was really scared of heights, that's when I went hang gliding. After I did that, heights haven't really been an issue to me. The best way to conquer fears like that is just to meet that fear head on, I think. Now, people that have fear of clowns and stuff like that, now, I don't know if you could ever beat that fear out of you. But the heights thing, I think you could beat that. So it's amazing. I mean, if you really like scenery and seeing the world from a different perspective and stuff, that paramotor that's the way to go, man. I can't even. I wish I had a camera on my helmet when I was flying, because y'all would have heard me up there just like, oh, this is fantastic. I love it, blah, blah, blah. That's the whole thing. That's all I was saying to Kyle, because I was having a great time. He's really a good instructor. The man knows his stuff. He's been doing it for years and years now, and he's very, you know, I think as far as his pricing goes, he's competitive with everybody else that does training. So no problems with that, and you get to use his equipment. I think it's even cheaper if you bring your own equipment. It's cheaper. So there you go. I don't know what we're gonna build or do tonight. I have the Fatality 30 millimeter, which I haven't touched since I got it because it's been sitting here. We got on the plane and stuff. I mean, it looks pretty empty right now. It's sitting here on top of the cream yield. I still have the I'm now Red wanted me to build this. I've been vaping this, believe it or not. And it's still working great. So that this has been working great. There's nothing wrong with that. And I still have not charged this thing. So not only did it sit for like 6 months without being charged, I'll show y'all. It's still almost full on battery. I'd say it's at maybe 80% battery. That screen didn't really show it very well. Let me see if I can show it on the other screen. There we go. That's where the battery is. But I've been vaping this, and it just don't use that much battery power. I mean, obviously, build the rose. Come on, Dom Long now. Build the rose. The rose. Please build that. Okay, I will build the 30 millimeter. We will do that. Now the 30 millimeter. This cat is sitting here meowing like crazy. It is in heat. Katie needs to take care of it. So if y'all hear a cat meowing, that's the cat in heat. Just trying to get our attention. Let me see if I can put this back on the build cam. We're going to go full wood now, man. We're just wooding out tonight. I'm famous. Scuba mentioned me. my fame is very, very, very small there, Forgetful Red. So take it for what you will. This actually, I just built this, so it honestly really doesn't even need a rebuild. But we're gonna redo the cotton and stuff in it anyway, just because. This is the main thing when you're wicking a device, as far as wicking goes, depending on whether it be a RDA or RTA. RTAs are kind of build dependent on the size of your wicking channels. So some of them are really forgiving as far as how much wick you put in there. Some of them are not. So if you put too much wick, you might get dry hits. If you don't put enough wick, then you're going to get a lot of leaking and flooding, and nobody wants that. So that's what you're trying to avoid. Now this particular atomizer, since it's 30 millimeters, has got a lot of space for wicking. You can see these big giant holes over here on the side for wicking. They're just huge. But then again, on the side here, this is where your juice comes in on the side. So I try to keep my wicking to where it not only goes in from the side here down into this channel below the wick, but if you tuck the wick all the way down in the bottom down here, it kind of restricts your juice flow from coming in here. So I want my wicking to be like mid of this channel is the best option. But you also don't want to put like too little wick and then have a gap over here on the side or a gap over here, because what'll happen is the juice will come in, then it'll start pouring out of the side here, and it's going to come back out of your juice flow, out of your airflow down here. I got juice all over the place from taking off that cotton. Hold on a second. Get juice all over the place. This cat is meowing like crazy. She wasn't that bad yesterday. Today she must be like in full heat, so now she's just gonna meow like crazy. And maybe if we send her out to find some dude, she'll be all right. So let's get this burned off and wicked in there. So I have a little bit of hot spot. Anytime you see that line going across, I don't know if y'all can see that line right there. That's a hot spot. You don't want that. So you can just strum this usually a couple times. Take that right out of there. That's in a different spot. There we go. You want a nice solid glow coming from the center out every time. Once you get that, and you also want it to be even. You don't want like this coil to heat up way before this coil. If you do that, what'll happen is, especially on higher wattage vapes, if you're vaping a higher wattage and this one heats up way faster, so what'll happen is this one will about be burning before this one gets to the flavor that you want. So you're going to keep vaping this until you taste the right flavor, but by that time this one's so hot it starts to burn your wick. The coils are cockeyed. I swear, DeMillan. Hold on a second. Let me clean this off. Okay. All right. So as far as the what's the absolute most flavorful addy? Well, the most flavorful addy that you can probably get is going to be a RDA. No question. Now, there's a lot of RTAs that are really good. Don't get me wrong, but if you're going strictly for flavor, wait, which number is this? 2.5. I've already got one in my slot here, so I can just not use that one. Look at this. I don't lose my coily tools, and I'm good to go, man. 3mm. We're good to go. We're ready. Why am I even getting that out? I don't need that right now. Put the 2.5 back in its hole. Oh, I know why I got this out. Because DeMillan said my coils, no drippers. Ooh, no drippers. Okay. That's going to narrow it down some. As far as RTAs go, does that look even to you, DeMillan? By God, do I need to get out the laser level? Because that looks right on to me. Right on the money. RTAs. There's so many out there. You know what I would suggest, especially for you, John Q? The Juggernaut V2. And I'll tell you why. It is one of the most flavorful top airflow RTAs that I have ever vaped. And the good thing about that is it's top airflow. So you're not going to get leaks all over the place, which is what you're trying to avoid, right, John Q? You don't like leaks and stuff on your atomizers. So if you get something like a Juggernaut, which I think mine's got busted glass, honestly. This Peacemaker is really good too. Don't get me wrong. I like the Peacemaker, but it's bottom airflow. My Juggernaut, I busted the glass on. Munchkin still uses her Juggernaut. I mean, that's all she uses right now. So, once she got that, which was a gift from one of you guys, and can never remember because I'm old. My bad. But she's been using that every day ever since. Haven't even got her to leave it. She hadn't put it down, so it's like, what the heck? The Dead Rabbit R is top airflow. The one I'm vaping, this Dead Rabbit R, that's bottom all day long. That's bottom airflow. You may have me confused with DeMillan. I don't have leak problems. Well, I mean, you got to think about it like this too, John Q. It's basically summertime now, and when you have e-juice is just like motor oil, honestly. So when you have that heat involved, it thins out your e-juice. So, the 15 millimeter. The 15 millimeter, I haven't seen a 15. That would be a really small one. Oh, 25 millimeter. Okay, gotcha. When your juice gets hot, it thins out just like motor oil does. When your car engine heats up, your oil thins out. And that the same thing happens to e-juice. So you may think you have a perfect build in a RTA, RDA, and then once you go out into your hot car and that heat hits it, it's going to thin that juice out, and then it's going to start leaking all over the place, and you're going to think, oh, I did a crappy build. Which your build may be a little off, but I wouldn't go beating yourself up about it. It's probably more than likely because of the fact that it's so hot outside, because depending on how hot your tank got, not only does that cause it to be really hot, if you're vaping high wattages, you're vaping 90, 100 watts, that's going to thin your juice out because it's going to make the inside of that tank really hot, and it's going to thin that juice out. In the wintertime, it's a lot more forgiving because you don't have... So what I'm doing now, I'm checking to see where my wick needs to be able to fit down in this slot and be about halfway. So I'm going to basically put my thumb right there where that is and then just cut it. Now, it may be a little too much, but I got a basic idea where it needs to be. And that's all that matters because I can always lift it up just a little bit. Most RTAs, you could probably check right here. If I just put it right up against the base and cut this, I would pretty much be dead on anyway. But I was doing the measure. Yeah, look at that. It's like right on the money. Exactly the same. So whether you hold it against the base and cut it, or you do the thumb check method like I did, either way works. I did see that Vic did his show. Apparently, they broadcast it on Twitch on a zombie channel or some crap like that. Poor Vic got his channel striked and he can't post for a week. So I'm sure once that gets taken off, they'll be back on again. So everybody that wants to watch the UK Vape Show, it'll be back on once they get that done. So now, as you can see right in here, look at that. My wicking is halfway in this channel. So my juice still has an opportunity to go in and drop down into this reservoir below here. But it also comes in, catches the bottom threads of this cotton, and is sucked up into the rest of the wick towards your coils where the heat is. That juice is drawn towards the heat. So as you're firing this, the juice will get pulled up through these fibers from this heat up here. So, oh my gosh, this cat just meowing like crazy. She'll be all right. What's going to happen is that cat, once I get done with my show, hey, Big Ka, once I get done with my show, I'll go and lay down. And the cat will come in there and lay on me, and I pet the cat for about 30 minutes, and then the cat is fine. So this side's almost too short, so what I'm going to do is just give it a little bit of tug so I can have a little bit more. I don't want this to not have enough wicking in that channel. That's the worst thing you can do, because then you'll have leaking. Don't want leaks. There we go. I'm still halfway on this side, and then I'm also halfway on this side. I mean, you can fill this all the way up. I'm just telling you the way I prefer to do it. You don't have to do it that way. Honestly, when I put juice on here, this is going to sag and it's going to drop down a little bit anyway. So that's what gives you a little bit of leeway. I don't know what juice I want to use. You know what? We're going to go with the rest of this Heisenberg, even though my Heisenberg, for some reason, is green instead of blue. Probably because that vape shop have had it sitting on their shelf forever. Do you think it's possible to get a dead rabbit max RDA still? I ordered one a month ago and still waiting for it. I don't know. I haven't tried to order one of those, so I don't know how hard they are to get. I would think it's still possible. I don't think they've like stopped making them or anything that I know of. I mean, I can wish you luck. You know, I was looking today. They have a I do not know. I was looking today. What is it? My V Pro has a sale. Man, I don't even know if I should tell you about the sale. Maybe I'll get my channel copy strike thing. They have a sale going on, and they have that Squonker. I forget what it's called, but it's on sale for $24.99 with a coupon. But the problem with that is, and it uses like a single 21700. The problem is it's like $20 shipping. Well, it's $12 shipping plus $8 signature fee, which is $20, no matter how you count it up. So yeah, well, that link would help, but there you go, Dolores. Thank you. That $20 shipping, and I know now we can't get what we used to back in the past because, you know, laws have changed, rules have changed. I'm also going to double check that all my screws are tight for my coil, because you don't want any loose coil leads that leads up to one firing before the other, or the other one not. Yes, no, something disconnects on my computer all the time, Wally. I have no idea what it. Usually it's my Stream Deck. That's usually what it is 90% of the time. I'm going to have to wash out my tank, though. Have I? Oh, I have not seen that, King Cobra. You know, if I was going to get a Guar, if I was going to get another one, I would still go with the 21. I mean, there may be people that want to use an 18650 battery in the Guar, but that's the whole draw for me, was the fact that it took dual 21700s. I may buy some more just because I like that mod so much, and I don't want to not have backups of that mod. So, oh yeah, this is firing quite nicely. That smells good. So I always fire this a few times, put some more juice on there. I don't want that fresh, brand new cotton taste, so I do this usually 2 to 3 times. If it's an RDA, it doesn't matter because it's getting access to open air anyway. A lot of it, unlike a tank that's kind of enclosed, even though it's getting air, but it's not the same. So this helps get that flavor into that wicking before you close it up. Let me go wash this out because, ow, that was hot. It's still got the old juice in there. All right, now we have this all cleaned out. On fatalities especially, make sure that you don't lose this center O-ring right here. If you lose this, you're going to have massive flooding. And then people are like, well, I don't know why it's flooding like crazy. If you have a bad O-ring, a cracked O-ring, a missing O-ring, you're going to get flooding because it's basically introducing air into the system that allows fluid to just basically pour out the bottom of your tank. You don't want that. This always gets fogged up, and I mean, you can sit here and blow through it forever and eventually get it to go away, but yeah, fog machine. There we go. So now let's close off the juice flow. Okay, juice flow's closed. And this, you have a tool to take this tank all the way apart, which the tool actually is right here. So this tool is, you grab in here so you can unscrew this tank, and so you can put the straight glass instead of the bubble glass, or clean it. I want to fly again. I need money to do that though. I've been looking for areas around here to fly. Actually, right around here, there's Class E airspace, but it's Class E2, which there's a program, I think it's called LANCS, LAANCS, and it's a program you run on your phone, and it basically lets the air traffic controller know that you're flying in the area so that you can get permission to fly, which I think is pretty cool. I'll have to check more into that. I haven't really read or looked a lot about it. Let's go a little bit more open on the bottom airflow, and then we're going to keep the middle one, the top one, about midways. And I'm at 90 watts right here, which that's fine. Get all this wiped off. Showing 0.12, by the way. I know that's not focusing for some damn reason. There we go, 0.12. At 90 watts. This vape at hardcore. I hope this has got really good flavor. That's a little hot, to be honest with you. Let me go down to 80. Open up the center a little bit more. That's okay. That's not the best flavor in the world. I don't know why I'm not getting really good flavor right now. It honestly still tastes too hot, and I don't know why. I'll keep turning the waters down. I think because it's still flooded right now. Once I vape that a few times and it clears out all the juice I've been squeezing into there, it'll probably be a lot better. The stainless fatality clone is sold out. Wow. All the fatalities, all the QP stuff is way too airy. Yeah, it is. It is pretty airy, John Q. I think if you were going to go for less air, the Juggernaut would be the way to go. The fatalities definitely have a lot of air. Did it read it properly? That's a good question, Dire Thing. I thought that most of my coil, now these coils are bigger. These aren't 3mm. These are more like, I know y'all saw me using a 3mm coil tool in there, but these are 3.5mm. They're bigger. So I got a little bit lower of an ohm going on. It's getting better, but slowly. It's weird because this juice is obviously old. This should be a really nice blue color. When I saw the juice they had in Louisiana, it was like way better looking. I should have just bought. I did buy a bottle of juice from there, don't get me wrong, but I didn't buy another bottle of Heisenberg because I already had 2 bottles. I was still on the first bottle and the second one wasn't even open yet. So I was like, well, I'll wait until I get back. But if you come back and then you still got bottles that are green because they don't update their stock enough, then you're like, I don't really want that. So what is up, Chunkmeister? How you getting along down there and over the pond? Where's the Juggernaut? I can show you the Juggernaut, but it's got a busted glass. I believe it's in this cup right here. Yep, there it is. I knew I keep it close by. Juggernaut's a really smooth looking tank. Why is the top not fitting on there? There we go. This is the Juggernaut. Focus, Daniel Cam. There we go. Which I have this. Don't even look like it's on straight. May not be. It's not. This is the Juggernaut. I guess I could take the build out of it because I can't do anything until I get some glass for it. That's a shame that I busted that glass on there too. I may still have the straight glass for it, which I don't mind using that just to be able to use the tank again. There's the juice flow holes on this one. Why does it keep going out of focus? Jeez. Really giant wicking holes on the side right here. But, like I said, this is top airflow up here. That is adjustable. It also has the bayonet style top cap. Which man. This thing, when it fits on there, it fits on there. Deserve no treats. A minute ago, I just put it on here with no problem. Now I can't get it to go on there right. Oh, there's something in there. Look at that. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's like a little, let's see if I can focus in on that. Like something stuck in there. It's metal. Wow, that is teeny right there. You see it? It's like a little piece of glitter or something. I don't know what that is, but it was keeping the top from closing. What kind of crap is that? Yeah, it closes fine now. For me to be able to find that, please check out that link. Oh, they got the glass, Dolores? I bet you they do. Yeah, there it is. $3? Wow. MR. Is it the MR though? I don't know. They have so many variations of this. This is the Juggernaut V2, I do believe. Yeah, Juggernaut V2 RTA. Now, I don't know if there's a different, because they got a Juggernaut Mini, and I don't want to get the wrong glass. Look for the straight glass. I can do that. I just didn't want to waste y'all's time. I got so many boxes. Oh, come on. Open says Mia. Oh, I think I know where it is. Hold on. Okay, I was wrong. Yeah, I don't know where that box is. I see the problem is I took a lot of those boxes for the Juggernaut and the QP because the QP design boxes are a little bit bigger. And I think Munchkin knows where they are, but she's not here. So kind of puts a damper on things. I do like this tank though. Really good on flavor. I like the way that they cut off the chimney section in here. So this thing really only fits in one way, or two ways, I should say. But once you get that in there, you know your airflow is always going to be in the right spot. So great little tank for a top airflow. This thing is really good. I'm gonna find the glass for it. Maybe I'll have that for next week or something. I'll find the glass. Yeah, top airflow, no leaky. That's the main thing, DeMillan. That top airflow is what makes that tank so damn good. Besides the fact that it's got really good flavor, I was surprised the fact that, you know, it's top airflow and it was really good flavor. I was like, how the hell did they do both really good? So this Fatality 30, even turning the airflow down, it's still got too much airflow. I'm going to keep turning it down. I literally have this thing. It's almost all the way closed, which there you go. You can barely see the side. The other side, not where my finger is where the airflow is. I got it almost closed now. That's a lot better. That's a lot better. It's still going through the important. I saw import. It's still going through the initial juice that I poured on the coils. So once I get past that and it starts vaping smooth, if it doesn't, if I keep getting popping and cracking and all that, that means that I didn't put enough wick in there and I should put more wick. But it's getting less and less and less. I think you'd like it, John Q, honestly. Juggernaut, like I said, Munchkin uses it every day, all day. She does not use any other tank right now. That's it. 130 watt. You could crank this thing up, Cloud Chucker. This is like the Fatality 30 millimeter. Oh, I think Dolores found the right one this time. Let's see. Ah, there you go. Dolores, thank you. That is the correct one. That's the V2. Yep. They have 7 of them available. I need to order some of those damn. I need to get the bubble glass and I'll be good to go. You know, it'd be nice if I could take this 30 millimeter and throw on, but it won't fit because it's the wrong size. A lot of that Fatality stuff is probably interchangeable. Oh, gunmetal sold out. Dadgummit, gunmetal sold out. Well, QP was supposed to be coming out with something else this week, and I don't know what they came out with. I didn't see anything new, They act like on their Facebook that they had something new planned for this week, but I didn't see it unless they just haven't done it yet. $120 at 0.27. Yeah, that would be pretty hot, Demon Hunter. If you like a warm vape, you know, hey, good for you. What's up, Nate? How's it going? Yeah, there's no Munchkin here right now, Nate. She is out with her coworker, getting her drink on. I told them no, I want to go home and do the show because, you know, I missed a couple weeks. I mean, I did upload something for y'all. I did live shows from the hotel, and I honestly missed a week for sure because there was no way. We were on the plane during showtime, so I came on and posted the videos and stuff, but that was all I could do for that. Yeah, she's at some bar somewhere. Ah, the M25 is the new thing. Thanks, Wit. I wasn't sure what it was. Come here, kitty cat. Okay, here's the cat in heat. She would like to say hey to everybody, so, you know, because she would just sit here and meow if I don't pet her and show her attention. Why? Why are you being so mean? Yes. You just want some attention. She's so small compared to Bandit. I wish Bandit was in here. If I showed y'all that cat and then showed you Bandit, which is the other cat, night and day difference. Bandit looks like a giant lion compared to that thing. Freaking huge cat. But Boots, the kitty that didn't like me at all, this one is Smokey. Who keeps coming over here. This is Smokey. And Smokey's an all black cat. And then Bandit is a striped cat, which is the big cat. And then we have so we have three cats. We got Smokey, Bandit, and Boots. Bandit is the male cat who is fixed. Smokey is not fixed, female. And then we have Boots, which I think she's fixed also. And Boots is just a chill cat. She likes laying around, not doing much. But she will scratch at you sometimes. Where's the Juggernaut V2? It's not in the menu. Really? Let me check that, John Q. Rebuildables. Juggernaut MR. What is the MR? It may not be for sale right now, John Q. What is the MR? Why? Oh, mini remastered. That's a smaller version of the Juggernaut. It's a 25 millimeter. Now, I cannot vouch for that one. It's obviously the same thing, just smaller. I don't know if you'd like smaller, but there you go. No, we don't need any more, Neil. We're good. We don't need any more cats. Thank you, though. The snakes where I live eat pet cats. Wow. You can vouch for. Oh, you have the MR timekeeper? Nice. Yeah, I mean, the one I got's a 28 millimeter. So 28 millimeter, 25. Honestly, if you are worried about airflow, John Q, the 25. So if you got the Juggernaut MR, you would be doing yourself a favor because then you're going to get less airflow. The smaller it is, obviously, it's going to be a little bit lower. And something just busted. I think that you would, the quality of their devices that they put out is impeccable. I mean, everything that I've gotten from QP has been on point, so I can't complain about that. I got the Prey mod, I got the Kong RDA, I got all the fatalities. Yeah, they got coils also, Dolores. They sent me coils with the 30 millimeter. That's what's in there now, was coils from QP Designs. They also sell cotton, which they sent me a free pack of cotton. I get free cotton from them almost every time I order from them. Yeah, here we go. That I can find. You know, I can't find nothing else, but the cotton's right here. QP Design snow cotton right there. So, yeah, they got cotton. And here's a sample of the cotton that comes in there. They're like in little block sections like this. Really thick feeling cotton. I mean, I know cotton's cotton, right? But oh, you broke one of those. Oh, that's gonna cost you. You know, my favorite cups. Glasses, I should say. Black and stainless steel. This is the thing on the Juggernaut. If they only have black and stainless steel, normally I would say black is good, but you can't really see the airflow. On the Juggernaut, it doesn't really matter because it's not like, okay, let me show you, because I don't want to sit here and talk about it and then you won't know what I'm. On this one, it may be a little harder to see the airflow because it's black, right? This one shows up pretty good as opposed to like the other fatalities. This one I can see pretty good, no problems. Stainless steel obviously shows up really well. But the Juggernaut, now this is a little bigger, obviously, but this has got, you know, airflow on each side. And once you set this the way you want it, you really don't have to mess with it anymore. So whether you get stainless or black, that's fine. If honestly, in my opinion, I would go with whatever you have more mods of. If you have more mods that are black, you get black. Black matches almost every damn thing. I mean, I have so many black mods. Black. So I usually go with gunmetal or something. See, like this one, this would be great with stainless steel on top of it. But it's black on the back. So either way, it's going to match. It's got a black button, you know, black on the back. So stainless steel or black would match this mod. That's why I like this stainless mod, because it just pretty much matches most of the stuff you can get out there. Unless you get gunmetal, then you're throwing the color variant off. Then you need something like the G-Class V2, which basically looks like gunmetal, especially over here on the sides. And I know my camera just froze because it loves freezing. I've always liked the drip tips that Fatality gives you. If you own a Kylan, you know, that the RTA that Vic made way back in the day, these drip tips fit perfect on top of the Kylan. It actually, even this little curved edge matches up perfect with the top of the tank on the Kylan. Mine's upstairs, so I can't show you. But stainless seems to match everything. Yeah, I think the same thing about black, DeMillan. So whether you get stainless or black, I don't. Now, this is the one thing I don't recommend getting. Did I say Kylan? Jesus, Wit. The Kelpie. Yeah, not the Kylan. I apologize. The Kelpie. Oh, my God. Thanks for correcting me, Wit. The Kelpie. If you have the Kelpie that Vic made. Not the Kylan. Jesus. What was I about to say? I've literally... My mind went somewhere else. That's another great idea, Cloud Chucker. Yeah, if you have multiple of devices, same way with the Pulse or something else, if you have multiple $15. Well, it's because it's coming from Canada, John Q. Hell, it was $20 shipping from my V Pro because it's $12 shipping plus $8 adult signature fee. QP has always been like that on their shipping, though. They've never wavered. It hasn't changed with the new laws and all that crap from from USPS. It's more because it's coming from Canada. Let me refill my drink. Still have one more drink. Yeah, I've been going really slow. Wasn't raised that way. He makes it a point to try to point out every wrong thing you do instead of, well, he said you're off today. Why don't you fucking clean? No, it's my day off. Well, then fucking shut up. I just, yeah, that stuff right there gets under my skin. I mean, but it's the way he is, and I mean, I'm sure he's always been that way. Now I know he cleaned the house when you were working and he worked.
We were on purpose, not I don't remember what he did or did not do. I think this main thing is that
Yeah. 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 All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. No, I'm not. Whatever his name is. Yeah, there you go. Matthew McConaughey. With the Juggernaut, does Munchkin have any glass? Maybe you can raid hers. Well, I wouldn't take her bubble glass, Dolores. I do have I know for a fact I have a straight glass for it. I just need to find the box. Munchkin probably has the box to hers upstairs. When I first got mine, I was vaping it constantly, and then I broke the glass, and that's when I started vaping something else. If it wasn't for that, I'd probably still vape the darn thing, because it's the last thing you want out of a RTA, especially in the summertime, is for the damn thing to leak. So top airflow to me is really good, but only if it doesn't sacrifice flavor. Pardon me. That's one RTA that I can say the flavor is still really good on that tank to be a top top airflow RTA. Jesus. Now I'm choking on something. Nate's in here. Where'd Nate go? Nate's got the COVID. And he was trying to deny it because he's already had his shots. I'm like, dude, let me see. Let's go by your symptoms here. You can't taste anything. You've lost all sense of taste. You're coughing and sneezing. You got COVID. But he's better now. He's got his sense of taste back. It's just like, I was like, yeah, dude. Don't think just because you had those shots, you can't catch it again. Because you can. There's so many strings of it. It's ridiculous. Red dots, green dots. What are y'all talking about? Oh, my pulse. Okay, peeps. Pulse AIO, red or green? Ooh. That's a good question, Harry. The red looks more of a orangish red to me. It's very bright. The green one, it depends. Do you have a black light, Harry? Either one of those under a black light glows like you would not believe. So if you have, like, at your desk, you get one of them small black lights that can just light up across your desk, and you put that mod there, you won't be able to, you'll know where it is all the time because it's going to be glowing hardcore. Am I getting the Dead Rabbit Max RTA 28 millimeter? Ooh, Cloud Checker, where's it available at? Are you going to make me buy stuff? Damn it. Yeah, I would go with the green. I'm with DeMillan. I say green. I think the green you would like more, Harry. The red is almost the orange. It's not really like a red. It's more of an orangish color. I could show you. I don't have the green one, I don't think, but I have the other ones. I can show you the red one because I think Munchkin's got them upstairs. I'll grab them. Maybe that'll give you an idea. You know, now that y'all bring all this up, I just realized I'm missing a mod. I don't know where it is. My Cthulhu. Remember the Cthulhu? Oh, shh. Found the Cthulhu. Way over here on the side of my desk that I never look at. Sitting in some juice for some reason. Okay, let's go to the build cam. This is the red version, Harry. I did not see a green one up there. I don't know. I have more colors of this. I don't know where the hell they're at, but I know I have a white one, and then I think I have a green one or a blue one. I have a blue one. But this is the red version. So under here, she's still got a battery in here. That's one of my batteries, matter of fact. That's the regular rebuildable section that you get with the Pulse. Now, I like the 520, which is what I have not only in the Cthulhu, but also in my Pulse. I have the 520. Now, there's a lot more burrow tanks that you can get now, but the 520 to me has been outstanding. Let's make sure this thing is still good to go. Look at there. Still good to go. Ain't no telling how long that thing's been sitting there. I'm going to vape it, and it's probably going to taste really bad. Looks orange? Yeah, that's... Scorp, if it looks orange on your screen, it looks a little more red in person, but this is honestly what it looks like. So that's why I say go with the green. That's what I would do, Harry, in my opinion. Yeah, you would like the green better, I think. Let's vape this and see what happens. I'm not sure what juice that is, though. It's got an interesting flavor to it. I don't know what juice that is. Love this Cthulhu. I really like this Frankenmeiser. I mean, let me show this again. to Harry just so you can see. This is the Cthulhu, and this is metal, by the way. This is the Pulse. Notice that this one's much smaller. Now, this takes a 18650. This takes a 21700. If you're more about the battery life, then you probably want to go Pulse. Oh, you have the 520? Yeah, you put a 520 in this thing and you're good to go. Lots of features. Hello, Tony. Lots of features on the Cthulhu that I really like. Number one, the fire button lights up when you fire it. Even though they need to fix it to where this actually changes with your battery life. It's not really doing that now. I like the fact that they made this cutout here. So even if you cover this up with your hand while you're vaping it, it still gets airflow from the bottom down here. It travels up through that channel that I was just showing you. The airflow still comes up through this channel and still makes it into here, which is where the airflow goes for your tank. That's a great feature. Drip tip's removable, obviously, which I know this thing's been sitting forever. It's gonna have juice everywhere. There we go. That looks much better. USB-C charging on the side. Screen. Really small screen down here. Your up and down watts is down here. 18650 goes right here with the little pop pull tab. Very simple design, but works very well. I just like how small this is. This one's okay. It's definitely bigger in the hand. I mean, you can see I can grip this one all the way around. This one barely. So fire button's a little bit different placement. That's personal preference, I guess. It doesn't really bother me that this one's down in the center and this one's up high. Either one is fine. Yeah. Oh yeah, that blue is sharp. Yeah, this thing doesn't have a scratch on it, man, and it's is that a scratch? Let me make sure. Nope, no scratch. The paint has held up really good on this Cthulhu. I got to give them credit. Even the bottom, look at that, man. It's just been rock steady. On the heavy hitter, yeah, I don't have a heavy hitter, Cloud Chucker. That's my problem. I don't have a heavy hitter. I just hit intro. That was stupid. Okay. This tastes like that strawberry juice that I made way back. The Cthulhu is sold out everywhere? Damn, DeMillan. Did somebody must have blabbed about that thing or something. That sucks that it's sold out because it's a great mod. Cthulhu has a bridge. It's not scratched because it never leaves your desk. No, Jazzy, that's not true. I've had this thing in my pocket multiple times because it's so pocket friendly. I thought it would be scratched up. Now, I try not to put keys and stuff in here with it, but Cthulhu has a bridge coming out. I mean, the bridge that it comes with, it comes with a normal little RDA type section, but I put the 520 in here. My friends tell me it's really hard to buy stuff in the States because of the shipping. Is that true? Tony, it's kind of true because the USPS has banned pretty much all shipping on vaping products, but there are companies out there that still ship. They either use a different shipping company instead of USPS. Like they may go through now USPS, FedEx, and UPS not so much, but FedEx and USPS have both jumped in on that ban. Bless you. for banning, vape products being mailed out. But there's companies that still do ship through them. They just don't use their company name when they're shipping it out. So say the company that wants to ship you something is called My Vape, just as an example. If that shows up on the return label as My Vape, then they know you're getting vape equipment and they'll probably stop the package. So what most companies are doing is when they ship you something, they'll change the name of their company and they'll put either their personal name or name of some other company just to ship it to you. There is companies that still ship though. And the problem is it did increase shipping prices also. So most of the stuff that you find that you're trying to buy are, good Lord, she's done sneezed like 10 times. Most of the companies that you buy, I forgot what I was going to say now. Jesus. Oh, you have a friend in Pennsylvania. Yeah, there's ways to get stuff. I mean, you can obviously order from China and it'll still get to you that way, but it takes forever. Ordering stuff inside the United States, a lot of companies won't ship to you, or it's going to take forever to ship to you, almost as long as it would take from China. Element Vape, for example, if I order from Element Vape, it's probably going to take me about 20 days to get it. 15 to 20 days. It's just slow. Of course you did, Jazzy. Order me a paramotor, Jazzy. I need that. And a wing. That would be nice. Just put it on your credit card. It'd be fine. I was going around to vape shops Wednesday. I found an Anakin Z80 Cool Fire kit. I bought it for them, but I'm impressed with the Z coils. They have good flavor. Yeah, those old kits, man. Oh my gosh. I still have some brand new in the box. I still have the old Cool Fire hand grenade looking deal, which I definitely would not try to take on a plane. That would be stupid. I still have the old Anakin SVD or something like that. I got a lot of old mods. But 99% of every mod I've ever bought still works. All the Yeehee stuff I got works. Every one of them. The only mod I've ever had break was a DNA 200, a Rouleau. The mod actually still works. It's just I dropped it. The screen broke. I bought a new screen for it. Put it in there. It worked for a day, I think, and then the screen went out again, not dropping it. So I just was like, I give up. It has a wood wrap on it. It's actually right there on my stand somewhere, but I don't know. Most of the mods you get, people are worried about, oh, I'm gonna buy this mod and then it's gonna be junk in a couple days. Oh, here's the mod that I speak of. This is the one that the only mod I got that's actually broken, and it's not technically broken, just missing the screen. It'd be interesting to find out if I put a screen in it, will it start working again? Last time I did, it fired, but you couldn't see the values. This has an old wood wrap on it. Look at that. It's all rusted in here. Like bad rusted. Holy moly. The magnet came off of there. This is very old. Very, very old. I don't know why I got a pink Anakin Minikin V2 mod. I bought pink for some reason. I don't know what I was thinking. My SL class stab wood just started getting a hot battery door a couple of weeks ago, and I can't use it. Oh, hot battery door. It doesn't usually when you get the hot battery door, it's because it's struggling to fire to your atomizer, which usually means that it's dirty in there. Hello, Cherokee. Like I would definitely, Creed, if I was you, I would clean the 510 out really good, make sure that it's not oxidized or anything. So if you have to, scrape off the 510 to where it's got a nice clean metal coat over it, and then alcohol all that out of there, go into the battery connections, clean all that out really good, and try it again and see if that fixes your hot battery door, because what that's showing is a lot of resistance for your battery. So I'm sure you know most of this. So the battery's struggling to fire your device, and it's making it heat up, which is giving you the hot battery door. Yeah, the SL class. I got two of the SL class V2 sitting right here. I need to use those because they work fine. There's nothing wrong with them. Let's take one of the SLV2s for a ride. I have a 21700 right here. I think I hear a Munchkin. This is the original one I got. They do mark the battery door with that nice negative mark right there. Meow, meow. A cat is just meowing like crazy. They do have battery venting right there, which I appreciate. I just locked it. There we go. 75 watts. Boom. And my screen froze. I think this particular tank likes a little bit lower wattages, so we're going to go down a little bit on the wattage. No, don't you start, kitty cat. It is like right up in my face. Let me turn to the other camera so I can see this. Cat's like right there. Hello, how you doing, cat? Goodbye, cat. There we go. Now we're at 54 watts on the SLV2. Oh, yeah. See, I like this because every once in a while, after using a dual battery mod for so long, it's like I want something that fits in the hand better. This is like comfort all day long. Look at the way that fits in your hand. That's just, and then you just fire it right there. Very simple. And there's no lack of power. That's a firing exactly what I'm expecting. If I set it to 54 watts, that is giving me 54 watts. It's not like, oh, it's under firing. There was a good point. I think it was like 2014. You would buy a mod and it would say, oh yeah, we do like 100 watts. And then you go to vape the thing and you're like, this might be pushing 40 if it's lucky. I'm not playing Elden Ring right now, T-Man, and I am on level 88 on the season. So I'm almost done with it, T-Man. I'm trying to finish it out before it switches. I played the PTS for like 10 minutes. I did see the stuff about the pit. I didn't go do an expedition yet. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I don't know. Wow. There's all new people at Yeehee. Well, David's good, folks. He talks a lot from Yeehee. So Yeehee's going to be at the expo. Isn't that's coming up like real soon? Is it this weekend or is it next weekend? I know it's like coming up really soon. I don't know when expo is because I didn't buy tickets to fly over there. That would be really expensive. And what would I do? Buy some vape gear and come back? I mean, it'd be cool to meet people. Don't get me wrong. I'd love to fly overseas and get to meet everybody, but that's about it. Yeah. Last thing I ordered from Fast Tech was a K Fun. Wow, big cod. That's been a minute. Yeah, now when you try to order from Fast Tech, you got to go through 8 million things just to get you're going to Vapor Expo, Cloud Chucker? Are you kidding me? Can I ride in the wheel of the plane? That's awesome. I mean, you got to think. We used to have expos here in the United States, or Vapapalooza, vape. There was a million. I got freaking tags from all these ribbons right here from different vape events over here too. And now we got like nothing. It sucks. I want some more vape events here in the States. I'd love to be able to oh, you live in the UK. Oh, well, damn, Cloud Chucker. I forgot you were in the UK. I was thinking you had to fly from the US over there. I'm like, damn, you go, boy. Yeah, if you're already in the UK, hell yeah, I'd be there too. Yeah, I know, right, Jazzy? We used to be able to go to freaking vape conventions all the time. And it wasn't even about going for the gear that was there. It was just going to meet people and hang out and vape and have a good time. And they took that away from us, man, which that really sucks. That pisses me off more than anything. Not only did you have that, we rented a freaking house to where we could all hang out at a house before we even go to the vape event. And everybody's so friendly, man. Somebody would make breakfast or go buy donuts for breakfast and coffee. It was freaking awesome. I miss that. I want that again. DeMillan, I'm going to look. I can't believe that you can't find these right now. There should be, I mean, this was, the more I talked about it when I first got this, they were everywhere then. Now, they may be harder now to find, but the Cthulhu has been just an awesome freaking mod. It just has. I'm still trying to decide whether that's the strawberry juice or the blueberry. It's one of those two. It's hard to tell. That juice has been sitting in there so long, it ain't no telling. The vape industry will never be like it once was. Yeah, I agree with that statement, Jazzy. It sucks. Jazzy was there and DeMillan? Yeah, see, I never got to meet DeMillan because DeMillan won't leave freaking California. For some reason, I don't know. DeMillan's like, no, my car won't go out of state. There's an invisible force field, and I can't leave the state. I went to Spring Hill, Louisiana, DeMillan, in the middle of the sticks, and I mean sticks. That was the most countryest place I've ever been. That's awesome, Cloud Chucker. Hopefully y'all get good internet down there and y'all can stream from the expo. I don't know. Hopefully, DeMillan, really? Hopefully Vic will have his channel going again. Maybe he can stream from there. But, Lord forbid he show any logos of companies because they may take his channel down. It's so stupid how YouTube is striking all these channels. Luckily, I'm low. I'm really low on the totem pole, so they don't come after me. If I had a lot of subscribers, which that's the other reason I never pushed to get a lot of subscribers. I never did the Patreon thing because once you get really popular and noticed like that, that's when YouTube notices you, and that's when you have to change the way you do things in order to still bring the same content you already did, which is stupid. I shouldn't have to change the way I do things just because YouTube wants to change their rules. Screw that. Yeah, there's not many there's not many good shows. I will agree with that, David. I watched a show a few days ago. Not going to mention what show it was, but they based their show off of a strict structure. They actually go through and try to go by like a structured thing, like content, you know. And even if you go in there and talk, the hosts that were on the show wouldn't respond to you because I guess they felt like they couldn't say anything because they were still going through their structure. That kind of show is going to fail. People don't want to watch a long, boring, structured show. If you can't hang out with people, that's why it's called Scuba's Hangout. If you can't just hang out and have a good time, then you're not going to like the show. You're just not. I mean, if you want to watch a informational video, 5 minutes, yeah, good, you're good. 2 hours, if you try to do a structured show, just don't work. YouTube will go the way of Twitter very soon. Well, you know, I know YouTube will never go to the way of, hey, we're going to pay all these creators lots of money for making videos. That'll never happen. Now, Scuba, why do you have the warning logo on the screen? Thought it was Zero Nick here. Well, I put the warning label up there because it was like a requirement back in the day. And just in case I show something that does have nicotine in it, that I don't get flagged for it. So, and I don't broadcast my channel is set to not kid friendly. If I was to set it for kid friendly, they'd take all my videos down. Because we're talking about vaping, you know, and it's not kid friendly. Honestly, it's not, so that's fine. Spring Hill is the big city to compare to where you're at, Cherokee. Holy crap, man. You mean that Spring Hill is a bigger city compared to where you are? Holy crap. You know, we left Shreveport, and I thought Shreveport's a decent city. And then we drove towards freaking Spring Hill, and like I said, we saw 2 cars on a Friday night. It's like, where's all the people? There was, I don't know how many. I couldn't have counted on my hands and toes how many empty houses we passed. That just nobody lived there. The grass was growing really high. It's like, where's the people, man? Lead Pipe, how you doing, bud? Tony B's channel is now Electric Scooter channel? It is not, Jazzy. Don't tell me that. That's freaking hilarious. Well, thank you, Cloud Chucker. Tony B is Electric Scooter. Hey, I may have to switch my channel. Well, no, I'm not going to switch my channel. This is all right. Let me be honest with you guys. If it comes to where I get my own paramotor and I start flying and stuff, what I'll do is I will make another channel to do paramotor videos. I don't want to take my scuba channel and post a bunch of paramotor videos on there. And I'll take the videos that I already have on this channel and move them over to the paramotor. I'll have a separate paramotor channel. And it'll probably make money or something. Maybe not. Because there's a lot of guys that post paramotor videos now, which are amazing videos. It's just, I'm not a good video editor. Never have been, probably never will be. But I don't like sitting down trying to edit videos, and I don't have the time for it, honestly. It's too much work. He does electric skateboard. Y'all weren't kidding. So Tony B really does electric skateboard stuff? Oh my God. Yes, Addie, Munchkin's fine. The thing with Munchkin is Munchkin usually works with a lady named Valerie. And Valerie, who's been with company quite a while, is leaving. Today was her last day. She's moving to New Jersey. So that was basically Munchkin's right hand person, you know, her helper, if you will. And without her there, Munchkin's going to be in a bad shape trying to get her job done. So they're trying to teach me how to do some of the stuff. I can't take Valerie's place. There's no way. But I can try to lighten the load a little bit on Munchkin, but I don't. So what the plan is in the future, instead of me being home every day, working from home, I'm going to go into the office like twice a week to go open new orders and stuff, buyer side, seller side, refis. And hopefully I can get all that done in a day. And that way, and then go a couple of days without going there, let it build back up, go back in another day during the week, open a bunch more files. Hopefully it'll work that way. We're going to have to test it out and see how it works. And if it works, great. If it don't, then we'll have to figure something else out. But that's what we're going to do for right now. So it's sad to see Valerie go because she definitely helped out a lot. But all of her family and stuff's in New Jersey, so she wants to move back to New Jersey. She's living with her sister here now, and she don't want to continue to live with her sister, so she's moving back to New Jersey. Simple as that. So there's no replacement. You know, a lot of the people in the real estate industry already have a job, or the ones that you find that say they know how to do all this stuff really don't know how to do all this stuff. And they'll come work there for like a week and quit. We've had, I don't know how many people come in and work maybe a month and then they quit and then they're gone. So I've already seen at least 8 people leave the company, at least. So it's like, damn, man. The guy, you know, the attorney we work for, he's trying really hard to get this company off the ground, and people keep leaving, and he's having to start all over again and train somebody else. And it's just, you know, 1 step forward and 8 steps back. It sucks. So it is what it is. This was a good little mod for $25. I can't complain. I mean, honestly, you could buy a starter kit or something for $25 also. But for a throwaway, this rechargeable, it had a lot of juice. I've been vaping this thing since before we even went to Louisiana. It's almost out of juice finally, but it's gave me, I won't say 10,000 vapes, but probably 8,000, maybe, I'm guessing. What is that, Dolores? That is a link to somebody else's channel. Let me see what you got. Oh, I just went off a chat. It says, oops, something went wrong. It didn't like that link, whatever that was. Okay, I'm back on chat now. But like I said at the start of the show, guys, if you have a dream, pursue that dream. Nothing should stop you from living out that dream. That was me. It is a fat disposable big car. Nothing should stop you from living out your dream. That was my big thing on my bucket list. It was like, I've always wanted to fly in some sort of fashion besides the hang gliding thing. I wanted to fly on my own by myself, which is what I did. I accomplished that. I can't tell you how much better it makes you feel inside and out that you got something done that you've been wanting to do all your life. You know, I'm 53 freaking years old, and I'm just now getting to the point where I can do that. And it's well rewarding. It was amazing. I can't tell you how awesome it was to fly up in the sky above everything, looking out at the sunset and down at the ground and all the you could see rain off in the distance and the clouds and the cities. It was freaking awesome. I mean, I'm just saying it was freaking awesome. Landing sucked. There's no question. Y'all can rag on me all you want. When I landed, it sucked. It really did. Tony, I was flying a paramotor. There's a million videos on YouTube about flying a paramotor. I went to do training in Louisiana with Kyle O'Glee. Trained for, now, I can't say that everybody can learn it in a week, and I'm not saying that I did it super fast. Basically, the only thing that held me back from being able to fly sooner was the weather. We were waiting for really good conditions so I could fly. I would say within the first 3 days, I was ready to fly. But we had to wait for the weather to be right. He don't want a new student to take off in turbulent conditions or something with bad wind shear. So it's freaking awesome, Timekeeper. I mean, I'm glad you guys supported me in doing it, and I can't tell you. I mean, I posted a bunch of videos. There's some 360 videos on my channel, Tony, if you want to go check them out. The first part 1, it shows, I think I take off at 8 minutes and 35 seconds. It'll show me taking off, which is, I guess, the cool part. And then the part 3 is where I land, and you get to see me bite the dirt. And when I landed, that particular landing, what happened was, as I was coming in and doing my flare, the grass had some dew on it, so my feet slid. So I was thinking, okay, I'm kind of on the ground. I can go ahead and finish my flare. And I kind of pulled a little too quick. So what happened is I ballooned up a little bit. And then I came down on my leg bent. So I kind of slid the last couple feet. Didn't get hurt, though. Any bruise that I had is all gone. It was well worth it. All the way. Yeah, I did slide home, Dom Long. I got my slide on. That was my second slider. I think if I get one more flight, I'm going to nail the landing. Gonna nail it. Tony, if you have any inspiration at all to go flying, highly recommend paramotoring. Even if you were disabled or have a disability, you could fly with a trike, which means you don't have to run. You could literally sit in a little, like almost like a big wheel, and take off that way. You need more room to take off, but it's the same experience that I had. You just got a little cart up under you as you fly. Same experience though. Obviously, foot launch is better just because you're only sitting in basically a chair up in the sky with a fan on your back. You got a chair with a fan on your back. That's it. The glider pretty much flies itself. Besides you wanting to turn left or right, you just have to do nice, slow movements. You know, anytime you turn with one of those gliders, like if I'm going to turn left, you don't pull left and then let off real quick. If you did that, you would do this number. You would oscillate back and forth because you're snapping the wing back up into position, and it's going to go the opposite way. You're basically a pendulum. So it would start swaying. So when you turn, say I'm turning left, if you let off nice and slow, you'll just level back out. And you turn right, and you level back out. And then if you pull brakes, what's going to happen is you're going to kind of go up in the air a little bit, and you let off, and you'll dive down a little bit and then level out. It's freaking awesome. I can't even begin to tell you guys how awesome it is to fly a paramotor, but I can't wait. First thing I'm going to get is a glider because I already have a kiting harness. Like I said, I'm going to go to this school playground over here. I think they got a big soccer field, and I'm just going to kite my wing. After that, I'll get my paramotor, and then I'm going to go probably across the water to where I know I'm in a good airspace, not near the military bases. and fly right near the beach, but not over the water because I'm not a dumbass. So I'm gonna stay to where I have a good landing area always. That's like one of the first things that not just Kyle, but any paramotor teacher should tell you. When you're in the air, you're always looking for a landing spot because you never know when those motors are going to go out. And if they go out, you're not going to crash just because your motor goes out. You're going to glide down. So you glide down to the landing spot that you already have picked out. You're done. How much was it? The training itself, Jazzy, is $2,000. That's if you don't have your own equipment. Now that $2,000, you can fly all his wings. You'll get to use his paramotors to fly. He'll teach you everything he can. If you have your own equipment, obviously it's cheaper. I think it's $1,500 if you have your own equipment. I don't know for sure, but 7 days is how long I was there. Honestly, 10 days would be better. 2 weeks would be probably the primo. Now, if you're stubborn and you like to try to do stuff your own way, you may not get to fly the first time you go down there. But the good thing is it's lifetime training. So once you pay, so say you go down there and you can only go for 4 days, and he teaches you what he can in 4 days, and you have to come back home. You can go back down there at any point as long as he's alive, and he'll train you some more. You don't have to pay again. That's the good thing. So, chip propellers. Yeah, you can chip propeller. I did that, big guy. Yeah, I chipped a propeller. Do they have VR paramotoring? They do, Jazzy. I have that app. It's called Glider Pro or Glider something. But it's not in the VR app. It was on one of those sideload app store things. I had to download it from the internet, but yeah, it wasn't expensive for the app. I think it was $24 though, honestly. But I do have that app. You can fly paramotors VR style. I will tell you this, the VR is not as good as the real thing, not even close. So take it what it is. Wow, we're already past time. I don't know where time went. All right, guys, I'm going to bump off here. I can't believe Glider Sim. Thank you, Dolores. That is it. Glider Sim. That's what it's called, Jazzy. So look that up. Not only can you do it with just a glider, you can also do it with a trike. So you can train yourself doing that and how to turn and stuff and how to spot land. Breeze, you too. You guys all have an excellent weekend. I'm going to go upstairs and let this cat chase me down because that's what's going to happen. Y'all have a great weekend. We will catch you guys next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Peace out.